In today's video, I will talk about what we've been doing in the last 3 days. We are on the move to Banbury and we've had 3 days of travelling. Let's begin. Last week, Peter talked about planning our route from Widewater Winding Hole to Banbury, to Tooley's boatyard in fact, where he's going to get the boat blacked. Well, we had a lovely Easter near Harefield Marina, and then we started on the Easter Monday on our travels. We have spent the last 3 days travelling and it's going really well. The plan has worked and we have even got a little bit ahead of ourselves. However, there are a couple of observations that I can make and let you know about. The first one is we are both out of condition after a year of little or no cruising. Now, Peter has done a little bit of cruising over the last year, but I haven't done any locks or anything. So it's like a baptism of fire getting back into it. And I'm going from being a part-time boater to being a full-time cruiser for the next 2 weeks. So it's coming pretty hard. However, I'm having such a lot of fun doing it. Have we had any problems? Well, yes. I am finding that there have been a lot of lock paddles and a fair few lock gates that I am struggling to open. I don't know how other solo cruisers actually manage it, and especially if you're a woman. I guess you must be stronger than me and maybe used to it, but I'm finding it really quite tough. Not all of them, but some of them, and Peter's had to help me on some of the gates and paddles too. On the Grand Union also, there are some places where you have to leave the locks empty, and that means that once you've done the locks and the boat is through, I then have to go back and open the bottom paddles so that the lock can drain. And some of them have been really tough. It's taken a fair while to do that. So CRT, if you are listening to this, please do something about those lock gates and paddles if you can. It'll make it so much easier for us when we're travelling. Not just us, but by us I mean all boaters. Have we had any dramas? Well, yes. Not long after we started cruising on our first day, because I'm so out of practice with it, I actually went and left my windlass on the lock gate. Luckily, I remembered it when we weren't too far away, and I walked back for it and then walked back to meet up with Peter at the next lock. This was at Coppermill Lock, and that's where I left my windlass, but thankfully it was still there. The second little piece of drama that we had was we were experiencing some really cold weather, and we even had snow on our journey yesterday and the day before. And our stove, our squirrel morceau stove, needed cleaning out. So Peter managed to unblock the top part of the chimney while we were in one of the locks, and we thought, oh, that would have done it. We had a lot of clunk going on as things dropped into the fire. But then when he came in and started trying to light the fire, it wasn't taking at all. There was no air draft coming through. So he then spent the next 4 hours yesterday cleaning out the flue and all the clinker that had dropped into the fire. He did succeed, thankfully, with looking on forums and looking in the Squirrel Morceau book. That wasn't too helpful actually, but the forum was helpful. So he was able to sort the problem out, and by the end of the evening, 4 hours later, we had the fire going and the boat started to warm up. I was freezing, so I went to bed, cuddled up under the duvet and did some puzzles while Peter was doing all of that. and Flan came and joined me, and he kept my hands warm. They were really, really cold. So that was another little bit of drama that we were having. But once the boat started to warm up, and I then got out of bed and made some dinner for us, and by the end of the evening we were absolutely fine. And this morning when we woke up, the boat was nice and toasty, so that was good. Just to keep you posted, these last couple of days the snow wasn't forecast, the cold to this extent wasn't forecast either, so it's been a bit unusual weather-wise. But as you can probably see, it is quite a nice evening. It's still cold, so I'm going to be wrapping this up soon and going inside. We've got another few days left of cruising before you will see this video, but I really wanted to keep you posted as to what was happening with us. We have got another week together heading up to Banbury, and next week I shall let you know what else we've encountered along the way. Any problems, any good things, any things that might help you. So yes, I'm going to stop right here, but not before I say a huge thank you to all my new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel in the last couple of weeks. I am now over 200 subscribers, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And can I ask for your help, please? If there's anything that you would like to see me cover or do while we're traveling or on the boat, or anything you'd like me to talk about, can you please leave a comment below? I would really like to put out content that you are interested in seeing. So if there's anything that you think, well, actually it might be nice to see this or hear about this, or find out what I do when I'm not on the boat, or anything, do let me know, and I will do my very best to do a video on it. So thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, and I hope you look forward to next week's video, which will give you an update on the plan, well, whether we need to have adjusted it or not. So until then, until next week's video,